Hi, I'm Beatrice with BakeDeco, and with the holidays coming up right around the corner, what better way to celebrate than with a gorgeous and easy holiday cake? I wanted to show you guys a very simple and easy design to make, and you can master it at any skill level. We're first gonna start by prepping our cones. These cones are what we're gonna use to create our trees. They're gonna be kind of like a 3D tree. So here I have two different size cones. I have the regular sugar cone, and I also have mini cones. These I'm going to be cutting in half to place on the cake, and these I'm leaving whole because I'm going to be placing these on top of the cake and they're going to be full trees. So I'm going to start off by cutting my cones with a serrated knife. So we're going to cut these right down the center, and we're going to hope that it cuts evenly. Okay, so even though this one cracked, it's totally fine because we're gonna put this onto our icing and we can always just reattach. It's gonna stick right to our icing. So we're gonna set that one aside, and this is the goal of what you want. You want half of a cone that stands up, but either way is fine. We're still gonna be able to use it on our cake. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat that for our second one just to give, so we have two different size trees on the sides of our cake. Okay, so this one did not crack. As far as our sugar cones, these do tend to break when you're cutting them, but the goal is to get just half of the tree. So if you need to use more sugar cones, that's fine too. You just want to slice down the middle. So half of it tends to crack, but that's okay because we want to use this side. And then you'll just repeat that with another cone. So here we have another sugar cone that I had already started to cut. And you're kind of just shaving half of the sugar cone off. And now we have half a tree, and we're gonna be able to use that for our cake. Okay, now that our cones are ready to go, we are gonna start icing our cake with the top coat. So what I love about this design is it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna be covering this cake with some powdered sugar, but we still wanna get the cake nice and smooth. Now we are gonna take our icing smoother and we're just gonna smooth out the sides. And we're just gonna fill in any gaps that we see along the way. You can also do a textured design. If you're not experienced in icing cakes or smoothing them out, or you have trouble with it, you can do a spackle design, and that would also look very nice with this, with the Christmas theme. Okay, now that our sides are smooth, we're gonna go ahead and flatten out the top. And at this point, you can even leave the edges just how it is to give it a snow effect. Like I said, this cake doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna be adding powdered sugar and you want it to look like snow. So at this point, you can either smooth out your edges or you can choose to leave them textured. So our top is nice and flat, and we are gonna start adding our Christmas tree cones. Let's start placing our cones. So you wanna scatter your cones around the cake, and you don't want them to be the same height. And I'm gonna show you a little trick. So that's the small tree. Now I'm gonna take my mini cone, and I'm gonna place it just a little bit higher than I did the last one. And then I'm just gonna pipe the difference. So it's a little shorter than our sugar cone, and it's a little taller than our mini cone. And we're just gonna repeat the process until our cake is covered. Okay, so now we're ready for piping. For this design, we're gonna be using our BakeDeco 32 French open star tip, and we're just gonna pipe all the way around the tree. So we're repeating the same process, and we're just piping little kisses all up and down the tree. And now you can just repeat the process for each size. So for the half tree, you want to just fill in the bottom with some buttercream. And then you're just going to repeat the same process. And now that our cake is fully iced, we are ready to add our cake toppers. So we're going to place our cones right on top, and I'm going to do it one at a time so that it's easier to decorate. And you just want to pipe the same way that you did the other cones. And you can choose to pipe these by hand. You can pipe them before you place them on the cake. I just find it to be easier to just pipe right onto my cake. And we are just piping kisses all along the cone. You can pipe your kisses in different directions. You could pipe them upwards, downwards, however you'd like. So to pipe my mini cone is gonna be a little bit harder, so I'm gonna start out by piping this one by hand, and then I'll finish the top once it's on the cake. I'm just gonna leave this space right on top, and that's what you're gonna use to grab your cone, and you can place it on your cake just like that. And you just want to finish piping your cone. Now that our cones are complete, we're ready to add our snow. And now for our snow, you're just gonna grab a strainer or a sifter, and you are going to pour powdered sugar right on top of your cake. So you want to just pour it all over the top of your cake. Now you just want to make sure you get it all over the bottom trees. And I placed a sheet pan underneath just to help clean up my mess. Tons of powdered sugar to make it look like it snowed. You also want it on the cake. And here you have a beautiful, easy, and simple winter wonderland cake. We hope you enjoyed today's cake tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content.